Good day, everyone. Big up, big up. It's your boy, Mark, an MUFC fan. You know what it is. What's good? What's good? Big up to man Sandu coming in, trolling in the chat. Big up, my brother. How you doing? Big up to you, Stephanie Griffith. Big up to you, Casimia. Big up to you, man Lutata. What's good? What's good? Big up, my bro. Big up, big up. Big up, Unmele Mond. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Hope you're well. Assalamu alaikum. Bro, guys, what are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. There's a big afternoon plan for you guys. I'm going to give you some transfer updates, and then we're going to dive straight into the live managers press conference, which is going to be starting 15 minutes from now. So it's a big blockbuster stream for you guys. Double plan. So let's get into it, guys, as we get ready for the manager's press conference. Let's talk about a few of the happening stories today. And as you can see, there's some, Sanderberg is news coming up, guys. Not a player that I'm too keen on. But at the end of the day, the scouts have been looking at him. This is the choice that Man United are seeming to make. And Sanderberg has verbally agreed to join Manchester United, guys. So this is the news coming in right now. Big up to all of you. I hope you're well. What's good? Let me know your thoughts in the comments about Sanderberg verbally agreeing to join Manchester United. It's, interesting. He's an interesting prospect. Yeah, bro. Sorry. I was like 2 minutes late. I apologize. Big up to you, my bro. Big up. You know what I mean? But, let's hear what you guys are thinking. Sanderberg, he's definitely going to come in and strengthen us. You know what I mean? In my opinion, it's better than what we have right now. Who's to know, he might come in and be one of our big players, perform really well going forward. We might, I might be end up the one with egg in my face saying that, I don't think he's going to fit the bill. What are your guys' thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. Let's move on from this as well. There's more stories coming in. Think they're going for cheap takes. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. I'm a little bit frustrated, to be honest, bro. You know what I mean? I expected us to have Ugarte signed, also DeLit. And as I mentioned, DeLit, guys, there's some news coming in that there's a heavy pressure on Bayern Munich to sell DeLit. But first, before I go into that, let me just read the story so you guys don't think I'm making anything up. And we're covering this story on Sanderberger. Manchester United options in midfield are not exactly inspiring confidence, with their season about to get underway in a couple of days. Last season, the Red Devils struggled in the middle of the park as Casemiro looked woefully off color as he struggled to adjust to the frantic pace of the Premier League season in his second season. That trend has continued in preseason, and with Ineos unable to move on the Brazilian, a deal for a top defensive midfield target, Manuel Ugarte, has not materialized. United are facing funds crunch and need player sales to raise the cash required to land the Uruguayan. Paris Saint-Germain's asking price is well beyond United, and they have exited the race with only considering coming back should the League One club lower their asking price. Now, this news has not been corroborated by Fabrizio Romano, guys. So I don't think United have totally walked away from the Manuel Ugarte deal. But we did make an approach to Sanderberger, who has verbally agreed to join Manchester United. And one of the alternatives being eyed was Sanderberger, of course. The Norwegian who plays for Burnley is keen to sign for Old Trafford as per team talk. He has verbally agreed to join Erik ten Hag's side. Agreeing personal terms is not expected to be an issue, and Ineos are preparing a lucrative bid for the 26-year-old. Whether Burnley will accept is a different ballgame altogether. As relayed, the Clarets have already raised their asking price by £10 million. Now they want £30 million, but the three-time champion winner are readying an offer in the range of £25 million, including add-ons. I think this deal has gotten a lot more expensive than we originally anticipated. Manchester United have taken steps towards making the Burnley midfielder their third major signing of the summer, with Team Talk exclusively learning that the Norwegian has said yes to joining and a tempting bid is being prepared. With that, the fee remains a slight issue. As we understand, the 26-year-old Norway international has said yes, and the fee coming in is that they're hoping, the 30 million, there's going to be a gap. We initially thought his cost would be somewhere in the region of 20 million pounds, but now that Manchester United is coming in, the tax is being added. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? As we also move on to the next story, which is Matthias de Ligt. Let me know in the comments. Are you guys willing to pay 25 million for Sanderberger? Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a here we go yet, Irfan. It might be very soon, very soon. And Unmelemonde saying Berger is a very good and elegant player. You will be surprised. Well, I'm hoping so, my brother. I'm hoping so. I'm willing to hold my hands up and say I was wrong in my assessment of the player once he comes in and performs well. And as Brendan is saying, I really don't think we should spend more than 25 million pounds for this player as well. I don't know if he's agreeing with that or if he has a different opinion on the player's performance overall. Let me know what you're thinking, Brendan. Big up to you, broski. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the delete information now, guys. Let's see what's happening here with Matthias de Ligt, because there's some news coming in that Bayern Munich are being forced to sell him because there's a deadline on their purchase for the other player, who is Jonathan Tah, who they expect to bring into their team. Let's get into the story. Yeah, maybe something like that might be a better fee for this player, bro. I think I could accept this, but I think it's going to be more like 25 plus 5 with some, hopefully it's some ridiculous add-ons that make it difficult to achieve, to be honest. The pressure on Bayern Munich to sell Matthias de Ligt ramps up as deadline for replacement is set. Manchester United pursuit of Matthias de Ligt has received a major boost as Bayern Munich have been given an imminent deadline to find the funds to sign the Dutchman international's replacement. A report by Bild, a national German newspaper, reveals that Bayern's pursuit of Leverkusen's Jonathan Tah, the player the Bavarian side are looking at to replace de Ligt's role in Vincent Kompany's squad, has given a strict deadline of this weekend to complete the signing. Bayern have been trying to agree a deal with their Bundesliga rival to sign Tah this summer as they seek to overhaul their team after a disappointing campaign which saw them surrender the title to Leverkusen. Officials at the Allianz Arena have agreed personal terms with Tah, and the German international has intentionally communicated his desire to join Bayern. However, Leverkusen are reported to have set a 30 million euro price tag for the defender and request Bayern are unable to meet without first selling de Ligt, as the club's budget has been drained following big money moves for Premier League player João Palhinha from Fulham and Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. United have been locked in negotiations with Bayern over a move for de Ligt, with the German side demanding a fee of at least 50 million euros for the 24-year-old centre-back. In a similar fashion to Bayern and Tah, the Red Devils have also agreed personal terms with de Ligt, who has communicated his wish to relocate to Old Trafford, and only Old Trafford this summer. However, United are also subject to constrained budget transfer deals, with Lenny Yoro and Joshua Zirkzee having taken priority. As such, the club has also been seeking to sell existing stars to fund their pursuit of further recruits. United have been seeking to drive the price for de Ligt down a bit, but so far Bayern Munich have held firm in their valuation. A report relayed by the People's Person revealed that Old Trafford was seriously considering ending negotiations, with frustration at the uncompromising approach by their German counterparts, which is why the update by Bild that Leverkusen have set a deadline of Monday morning for Bayern's pursuit of Tah will come as a major boost to the United's negotiation position for Matthias de Ligt. Things would have to change by the beginning of next week, otherwise Bayer could close the door to a transfer, then Tah would stay, even at the risk of him leaving on a free transfer in 2025. Leverkusen would make an exception for the defensive leader Tah in their personal policy, which allows for top stars to be sold or extended 1 year before their contract expires, the report also states. Bayern's strong hands in talks with United over de Ligt's future has just been dramatically weakened, as they cannot afford to let the deal for Tah slip through their fingers, and they cannot agree a deal for Leverkusen man without first finding one with the Red Devils. Old Trafford looks set to welcome a new centre-back through its doors imminently, and with the Premier League opener against Fulham fast approaching, de Ligt's arrival cannot come soon enough. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? I think this is a very interesting report coming in right now, guys. Fabrizio Romano has never communicated that this is a legit situation, that Man United have walked away from the de Ligt deal. He's always said that Man United are very, very confident they would secure the player. Jonathan Tah will cost 30 million euros. 30 million euros, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, 30 million. So maybe it will be something. Well, Mazaroui, as you know, we have already agreed personal terms with him. Recently, we had merged the negotiations for both players into one deal. But what happened is, apparently they refused our offer of 47 million for the pair, and they slapped an extra 10 million euros onto the deal for Mazaroui. I don't know how that's going to work out because we were getting him for somewhere around 17 million, we might be having to pay somewhere around 25 to 27 million for the player. That's going to be a huge increase. Let's see how it impacts the deal. I'm pretty much more concerned about getting this guy into the defense. He is sorely needed. We need him as we welcome the start of the new Premier League, guys. That's going to be 100% more important than anything else. I mean, unless we're talking about a shock loan deal for Manuel Ugarte, which I'm still hoping comes through the pipeline. Now let's get into some other reports right now. As you know, there's been a change in the plans, and there's been two defensive duos for Manchester United who have listed as uncertain for the Community Shield, and that's none other than Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, guys. It's going to be interesting to see what we do with this with these two players. A lot of us fans are thinking that we should be looking to move them on, but currently we're facing a similar situation with Victor Lindelof, who is not leaving unless his wages are paid out in similar fashion to Scott McTominay as well as Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, why not? I think we should try to do something like this. If Bayern is not communicating, we should just hijack the deal for Jonathan Tah. Although I don't think Jonathan Tah fits the bill for what we're looking for, guys. It's one of those things where I feel like at 28, I'm not sure if we're going to make that compromise, although he is a very, very good defender, in my opinion. Big up to you, Rata and Pork, coming in. Hope you're well, my brother. Big up to Admiral Drex coming in as well. Let's keep it moving, guys. There are some reports, however, fluctuating around Germany right now that Paris Saint-Germain are going to step up their pursuit and efforts to sign Jadon Sancho this summer. Let's see how this goes. It might be very interesting to see if this is pulled off, because you know what, guys? If this happens, it's going to be one of those things that brings it to the fore and changes the game for Manchester United. I'm not really, I was excited to sell Jadon Sancho at the beginning of the summer, but now thinking about what he can do for us and the way he has been performing in preseason, if he does not go, I'm not going to complain. But if he does, that means we may be getting Ugarte coming in on the last day of the window. And that, my friends, for me, it's going to be a definite bonus, a definite plus, and it's going to make us even better going forward. That fridge and that ice blocks know what they're doing, acting all bomber clot injured. 100%, my bro. These fellas, they're crazy. They need someone to... Yeah, bro. Like, Man United needs to move a little bit different in the window. Guys, I'm going to pause the transfer talks in a few seconds because, as you know, we're getting closer to that time where we're going to be jumping into the manager's press conference. So, guys, I want you to get prepared for this. You know what I mean? There's a few more news coming in. Let's just talk about this really quickly. David De Gea is expected to sign for Fiorentina. I'm hoping that this is a deal that gets done because, it might be interesting to see what he does. He has been out of football for a long time. But, guys, it also shows how well we have paid players that they are not too keen on moving. They're not in a rush, as it seems. You know what I'm saying, guys? They're not in a rush. Yeah, that's really interesting as well. In my honest opinion, they need to do better. Some of these players need to be moved on. It's going to be very difficult to see if it could be done this summer. I expect us to maybe move on one or two players, guys. You know what I mean? Let me just stop this because it's damaging the screen right now at the moment, guys. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty, guys, but stick with me, guys. The manager's press conference is about to start in a little while. So, yeah, let's hear what the manager has to say about all these questions that you guys are having, because he's going to be coming in live in just about 30 to 45 seconds. The manager press conference will begin shortly, guys. I'm monitoring it right now to see where it's at. As soon as it's announced, guys, I'll bringing it to the stage. De Ligt is not the best security in defense, bro. I know, but he's better than what's available on the market right now for the price, to be honest, my bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be very interesting if we could get that deal over the line. He's still a decent player. He knows how to play a high line. He knows the system that we want to play. So it's going to be interesting if we can get him in. You know, even if it's as a stopgap, it might be the perfect stopgap, guys, in some instances, while we, you know, recruit more over the next coming seasons and promote some youngsters as well. Nah, I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that one bit. Come on, guys. The manager's press conference is about to start, guys. So I'm gonna put that to the fore, bring you guys into the and bring myself into the background. Let's take it in and see and hear what the manager has to say. I'm excited for this press conference because it's going to be very interesting to see what Erik Ten Hag has to say to us. So, guys, tune in, turn the volumes up. Let's get in. Let's get prepared for the manager's press conference as he's about to face questions about the Community Shield.
Erik, you okay? Could you just update us on injuries within your squad ahead of this game? Obviously, Harry Maguire missed the game against Liverpool. I just wondered how he was and how everybody else is.
Harry Maguire missed
Live,
the game, was a
broski.
precaution, but there's still a question mark for Saturday. So we have a training. We have to see whether he's fit enough or not to be available.
What about Victor?
Victor, yeah, he played, but also he's a question mark, and also Asa and Luke Shaw, they are also both question marks. We have to assess them tomorrow.
Just in terms of the players who didn't go to the USA, who played in the Euros and Copa America, how easy will it be for them to play in a game at Wembley?
That's a good question.
On Saturday?
That is individual based. Every has a different background. We all put them on off-season programs, but they have all different starts as well in the pre-season. In the weeks we were in the USA, so from individual to individual, we will assess them and then make a decision whether they start or they come from the bench or they don't play.
Sorry, I was just thinking that if there are doubts over Harry and Victor, like, is Martinez able to play central defence, or would you have to look at another option?
No, we think about LIGT to be involved in the game.
And can I just ask you one question about a player who was on the trip, Mason Mount, who had a very difficult time last season. He did well in the USA. What are you expecting from him this season?
Yeah, we know he's a high class player, and just bringing his skills in. And so last season he had a very bad season, a very tough season for him because of all his injuries. So we are now very pleased. He has had a very good pre-season, and I'm sure he will now, from this point on, contributing to the team. But you stay fit. But it counts for every player.
Erik, you've said you're eager to do business. Have you got any update in terms of how close you might be to bringing a new face?
When we have news, we will announce it. Now, but you see the market. It is quite quiet still. But we have done our business. We have done 2 deals, and but yeah, it's about timings, and it's about the market options, and it's about in the right moment do the right things.
In the last few days, particularly, you've been heavily linked with a central midfielder. Have you been able to identify the player that you want to try and recruit in an ideal world in that position?
I don't go into details where we are now in recruitment and where we are working on, of course. We know what we're doing. I think we are in a good position with the squad, and just for you, just wait, patience, and in the right moment, we will tell you.
Do you have to sell before you can buy? Is that part of the patience required?
No, we are ready. We did already. We bought already, and I said we have a squad where is in every position there's a double occupation.
And just finally on Jadon Sancho, he's played centrally for you in the last couple of games pre-season. Do you expect him, or are you going to challenge him to play centrally for you while we're waiting for Rasmus to get fit?
No, but with Jadon, I think he can play across the whole front line. So he's an option for more than one position, and it depends on how you set up the team. You can look at your own tactics, game model, but also to opponents what fits the best. So what is necessary for a game, and Jadon is he has some abilities, and you can use in a game, and you can use in your tactics into the next game.
Okay, last question in this section. Afternoon. Given the injuries and the various fitness levels of other players, where does Saturday's game fit in your list of priorities, given it's against one of your big rivals?
So yeah, we always want to win, also in all the friendlies, and it's about the trophy, yeah. And so we will put out a team that is very competitive to win this trophy. But yeah, it's also pre-season, and yeah, we don't go into big risks with players. That's also, I think, normal approach into this game.
Make sure you tune into Matchday Live.
Guys, that was Erik ten Hag's press conference. What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know. We all listened to it all together, guys. I think it was pretty interesting in some parts. I think it was boring in one or two parts. You know what I mean? And yes, Jarwick, I think he's kind of socially awkward as well. It's one of those things, bro. Yeah, Yarly's coming in with some great points. Guys, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe. I'm going to continue with the transfer information. There's 3 more transfer stories that I would like to get into, but take this time, guys, to smash a like and subscribe. Share the channel around. It really helps the channel grow. Every like you smash, guys, shares the channel to the next possible subscriber. And, we want to grow the community, guys. Road to 1K is here. We have 7 players at the end of a contract. Yes, you can also include Heaton and Evans, so that's 9. And these 7 players are the reason United are not getting the players they want. I think according to what we're saying, no, Mount is not injured. He was just talking about the fact that last season Mount suffered a lot based on the fact that he had multiple injuries, and that is why he did not offer much for the team last season. So Mount is fully fit. He's expected to play, and Mount is expected to be fit this season and contribute for Manchester United. Let's see how that goes and how far he can take us if he does actually improve the way we play going forward. I actually believe that we will cook City, bro. I think we have something with Wembley and beating up Man City. It kind of rhymes as well. Don't you guys think so? Let's get into some of the transfer talk. Guys, you could still ask the questions you have and give your thoughts about the manager's press conference. Don't forget, drop it in the comments. Let's hear what you have to say. Big up to GB coming in. 21 more subscribers to 700 subs. Let's get there all. Thank you very much. Let's get into some of the transfer stories, guys. There's some little information coming in again. You know what I mean? There's some wild talk coming in from one of these journals, by the name of Jacques Talbot. He's said to be a very reputable journalist, and he has been speaking, about Manuel Ugarte and our deal to PSG. And he has been saying that, according to him, PSG will not be lowering their fee. They will not be accepting anything lower than their asking price for the player. So Man United may as well have to walk away from this deal. But like I would keep the information to you guys, Fabrizio Romano has never said that Man United have walked away from the Ugarte deal. He has always said that United are confident in securing the 3 signings, which included Manuel Ugarte, Mazaroui, as well as Matthijs de Ligt. So, guys, I'm telling you now, let's have a little faith on that. I think it's going to be something that, we can still get over the line. There's also some little reports coming in. I know yesterday we had a lot of reports coming in that West Ham is going to walk away from the Aaron Wan-Bissaka deal. But there are reports that West Ham is still in for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The star is still a priority target for West Ham United this summer. Manchester United defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka has continued to remain a priority target for West Ham this summer, according to EX West Ham employee. West Ham's attempts to sign Wan-Bissaka have been dragging on for several weeks despite Manchester United's willingness to sell him. Let's see how that takes a turn, guys. As you know, the two clubs have been closer agreeing a fee and a deal between West Ham and United. It's not the issue at the moment. Currently agreeing personal terms with the defender have been the real obstacle, and the potential payoff from Manchester United would have to agree to in order to sell the right back. West Ham have been linked with the other right back since last night, but it has been claimed that Wan-Bissaka is still the player they want most. The Manchester United stars continue to remain on the number one priority for the Hammers. There is a hope that Manchester United will get close to West Ham's proposed offer in the coming days and sort out a deal for the defender's exit. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. What are you thinking? Hopefully this deal gets done, because this deal is significantly delaying our prospects in the window going forward. Yeah, I know Romano has been wrong on many things this summer, but you know what? Fabrizio might still be holding the cards. You know what I mean? For one thing I can say is that he's always been very close to PSG. You know what I mean? De Ligt to Manchester United. The only update I can tell you is that Manchester United are still locked in talks. Bayern Munich have a deadline if they want to purchase Jonathan Tah. And the only way they can do the deal for Jonathan Tah is if they move Matthias de Ligt on. So Manchester United is going to be slightly in favor now. Maybe we might get this deal done. Maybe the Fridge and Iceman aren't injured. Maybe it's a tactic to keep them fit. Just a thought. Possibly. You know what I mean? I'm not really, stressed on that either way, bro. To be honest, I think we will do a decent job. I think with the players that we have fit and available, especially with the likes of Kobe Mainu, Fernandez, and Delo returning, we're going to have a stronger midfield and defense. I think we would have a good performance going forward. That's just my honest opinion. Man, this camera is doing that fadey thing again, bro. Bro. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Let me know what's going on. I think we're gonna have a decent job. I'm gonna bring to you some possible, there's some possibility on the possible lineup that we would be using and would be facing tomorrow. I'm gonna bring that to the stage as well. Let's talk about this quick in the comments. Who would be your starting lineup? And what are you thinking? There's also some reports coming out right now that Will Fish is expected to miss 5 weeks away from Man United with the injury that he picked up, which will further deplete Manchester United compared to last season. As you know, Rafael Varane has left, and we also lost the services of Willy Kwambala. It's going to be interesting to see what's going on. There's also a little bit of a slight cheeky report coming in right now about Joao Gomez, and it's saying that the Manchester United outfit, if we want to get the services of this midfield target, we would have to pay somewhere in the region of £38 million to secure him from Wolverhampton Wanderers. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys, but I would not mind this signing. I think this player is very good, very technically gifted on the ball. He's very, very energetic, has a good engine, is very good at tackling, and he can play a pass. I don't know about you guys, but I would not mind this option at all coming in from Wolves. You know what I mean? Imagine Romano only made a video about things that were a fact, not many videos. 100% there. Gonna need some Valium for the incoming season. We ain't ready. Yup, he'd be skint. 100%. We're starting the season with an injury crisis. Looks promising. I don't actually think it's an injury crisis, bro, but you know what? Yeah, I know what you mean, bro. It's feeling like PTSD. BERGE to Manchester United, any update? Well, he has agreed verbally, verbally he has agreed to come to Manchester United. So that's the only update on Sander Berge. You know what I mean? And that's a good update, I would say. Now it's time for Manchester United to negotiate with the club. There are reports that Burnley has slapped an extra £10 million onto his price tag. So they would be expecting somewhere in the region of £30 million and not £20 million according to his market value. Yeah, we heard some of these things 4 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Aaron Wan-Bissaka is injured, so he won't be going anywhere until that gets fixed. What is Aaron Wan-Bissaka's injury, my bro? What is that? What are you talking about? My summer has been like the Groundhog Day with these transfer rumors. I apologize, my bro. I apologize. I can't really do anything about it. If I could sign the players and do the negotiations, I probably would have at least 4 or 5 players signed by now. You know what I mean? Erik ten Hag needs a red snapback with Amiga on it. Make injuries great again. Pranay is coming in. West Ham are trying to bluff us by using Trippier, but Newcastle won't sell him cheap, and we aren't interested in keeping AWB. So we are ready to sell for the cheap. Yeah, that could be a definite issue, my bro. That could be something happening. Yeah, bro, 100%. Here he goes again with the Matthias again. Matthias, bro, Matthias. You know, I do my best, bro. Yeah. Big up to bro. Big up to you guys coming in, smashing the likes. 53 watching, guys. Please come in, smash those likes. Help the channel grow. You know what I mean? It was only taking 1 second of your time, guys, and not that much energy. Just smash them, please. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. So that's the basis of the transfers for today, guys. These are the updates that I had lined up for you. There's not much else to be talked about. As you know, we have not done any more business other than land on offer. You know what I mean? Other than that, take a look at the possible starting 11s for Manchester United as well as Manchester City in the upcoming Community Shield. It's going to be confirmed based on team news, guys. Let's see what's going on here. There's only a predicted Man United in heaven here, but let's go. Let's go. So the predicted Man United 11 is Onana, Diego Dalot, Harry Maguire, Martinez, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Kobe Mainu, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and Joshua Zirkzee. The injuries are Euro and Højlund. Doubts are Lindelof, Maguire, Evans, Wan-Bissaka, and Will Fish. The game kicks off at 3 p.m. BST on Saturday, guys, so don't forget, be there or be square. I'm unable to make it to Wembley this weekend, but guys, I will be supporting and screaming my lungs off from my living room. And while I'm doing that, I'll be bringing to you a live watch along. I hope you guys will be here. I'm going to be doing the match preview for the game tomorrow night at 8 p.m. You know what I mean? 8 p.m. UK time, guys. So get in, smash those likes. It's going to be a short stream, 15 to 30 minutes long. Thank you guys for joining me today. Big up to all of you legends coming in. It's been your boy, Moroccan MUFC fan, and this has been your daily update. You know what I mean? Manchester United news and a little bit of transfer views, guys, as well as the manager's press conference live. So for all of you now tuning in, don't forget, watch it back, listen to what Ten Hag had to say, speaking to the press. Let me know in the comments of the non-live section what you're thinking. Big up to all of you coming in. Big up to you, Rajat V. What's going on, broski? Big up to you, Manchester United forever. Big up to you, Stratford Gamer. Yeah, bro, I was totally wrong on that, right? You know what I'm saying? I was totally wrong there, bro. I got to put my hands up there. I got that totally wrong. Yeah, but at least you guys are going to be happy. Sanderberger is a good taste, apparently. You know what I mean? Yeah, he might not be a proper striker, but doesn't mean he won't bang in a few goals. Let's support the thing, guys. You know what I mean? Let's see what these players have to offer. Support the guys. They're what we got right now. Let's see if we make some other transfers before the window closes. Hopefully we do. I'm hoping that we do sign Ugarte and Delit and maybe a left back and maybe another midfielder. Hopefully it's what happens. But if it doesn't, we'll see how it goes. Big up to all of you joining me. Manchester Red forever. Stephanie Griffith, big up to you. Big up to you, Jarwick. Big up to you, Rajat Valencia, Brendan Chappelle, Compo Smurf. Big up to you. Big up to Yali Manmin, Pranay. Big up to you. Big up to you, Jarwick. Big up again to Stratford Gamer TV. Edge Amour. Big up to you, broski. Big up to Toot Milamond. Big up to GB coming in. Big up to all of you guys coming in. Irfan Kadali. Big up to you, broski. Big up to Kazimia as well. You know what I mean? I hope you guys have a great day. Big up to you, Man Lutata and Matata United. Guys, I will catch you guys later on. If there's anything breaking, I will be back. Hopefully, I'm not getting everything wrong this summer, guys. Big up to you as well, man. Sandu, my brother. Hope you're well. Let's go, guys. The weekend is coming. The Community Shield is almost here. Hopefully, there's also a here we go to go with that. Catch you guys later.
Oh.